Have you ever wanted to feel more connected, more in tune with nature, more uh, in communication with spirit? Welcome to Gong Wisdom Council. I am your host, Keira Lani, and I am so excited to take you in a little deeper to the network of consciousness that is represented by the roots of the trees. So I have brought a picture for my background today of the mycelial network, the network of communication that lies beneath the surface of the forests. Trees communicate through a network of mushroom roots that connect their roots. And through this network that they call the mycelial network or the brain of the forest, trees exchange information and nutrients. Now, we can also connect in a very similar way through the ethers. When I communicate with trees, I'm not digging down into the dirt to tap into the mycelial network. I am rather connecting through the consciousness field. Now, what is amazing is that if you were to actually create an image of what is all around us, it would look very, very similar to the network of mushroom roots beneath the trees. I'm going to share a different view of the mycelial network. This is an electron micrograph of the mycelial network. And this is very, very similar to what the consciousness field looks like. This is also very similar to what the neurons in your brain look like, and even the fascia in your body. If you gently touch, I invite you to try this with me right now. If you gently touch the skin of your chest or of your arm and touch it deeply enough that you move the skin a little bit. So kind of grab the skin with your fingertips. And when you do this, you're actually moving the fascia. Fascia is a network of communication and connection within your physical body. And fascia is known as connective tissue. It connects the skin to the layers of fat and muscles underneath. It connects the muscles to the tendons, to the bones. It encases the internal organs and creates a unified sheath of tissue throughout your entire body. This fascial tissue not only connects, not only stretches and contracts along with your muscles and your movements, it also generates light. It brings signals through. I know this is separate from the signals that are sent through the nervous system. This is actually sent through the tissues of your body. This fascial tissue is encasing your nervous system. It's connecting your nervous system, your skeletal system, your muscular system, your internal organ systems, the digestive and circulatory systems. And it is very, very similar to the network of communication that exists between the roots of the trees and the network of communication that we cannot see with our eyes, but we can see all around us. So I'm going to invite you into some practices today. Let me just silence my phone here so it doesn't distract me. Oops. Sorry, this is more of a distraction to silence my phone than it is to just allow the notifications, but I will be happy to um, have my full awareness and presence with you. So, as you sit in your seat right now, I invite you to connect both of your feet to the earth and feel the vibration, the natural connection that we have as humans with the earth. And now reach one of your arms out. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna actually move my camera away from me a little bit so I can reach towards you. Reach one of your arms out and let's actually do this all in the right order of steps. So I want to show you something. I want to show you how malleable the physical body is. And then I want to offer you an experience of awakening the light generation of your fascial tissue. And then we're going to take it one step further and connect through the ethers and have an experience of unifying, of connecting through the unified consciousness field, which is so similar to the fascial connections in your body and the mycelial connections through the roots of the trees. So first, bring your hands together and align your wrist creases so they line up. Line up your palms and look at the tips of your fingers and see if your right and left fingers are the same length. They look the same on my hands. And now reach one of your arms out. Let's take your right arm out and the left arm down. And hang this arm down so it's heavy. And then reach this arm out. Reach from your shoulder. Reach from your elbow. Reach from your wrist and your fingertips. Imagine you can reach through the internet, through across the globe from wherever you are to touch my fingers. Not my screen, but my actual fingers over here that are reaching and reaching and reaching. I'm actually reaching over my computer now because I didn't move it quite far enough away for the full extension of my arm. Feel that you're reaching through the field to touch me on the other side. And now come back. Take your wrist creases together. Line your hands up. And can you see that? How much longer my fingers are now? I wonder if you had the same result. Just by reaching and stretching our physical and mental awareness, we can actually grow longer, taller, more expansive physically. And so imagine how much more effect there is on the inside of our body, on our awareness, on our potential being able to be expressed. Okay, we don't want to leave one side all contracted and the other one extended. So now take your right arm down and reach your left arm towards me. Reach from the shoulder, reach from the elbow, reach from the wrist, reach through the fingertips, reach through the ethers, through the universal consciousness field, through the internet to touch my fingertips. Reach, 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 reach. And now coming back, check and see wrist creases align. And now we have lengthened all of our fingers equally. So this shows not only how amazing it is to develop a practice of daily stretching, how much we can contract and expand physically in these amazing, magical human bodies, which are never stagnant in form, but always shifting and changing. But this is also demonstrating the elasticity of our fascial system. And so now I forgot to have you check in with what it feels like. I actually could feel through that little bit of stretching, I could feel that lighting up and more energy moving through my body. Let's do another experiment to see if you can feel that. We'll take the hands out to the sides this time, and I know I'm disappearing into my background, so I'm going to try to stay in the right plane where the background stays in the back. Press your hands out to the sides and press from your neck out. And just gently extend, 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 extend in a relaxed way. This time I'm keeping my fingers pulling back and pressing across the sides, feeling that energy vibration opening up, and then release your hands and come down and see if you can feel more light shining inside your body. And there is another place, the fascial sheath that encases our entire body is one place where we actually generate physical light that is measurable and visible if you were able to look under your skin. Have you ever noticed how sometimes someone is just glowing? And you wonder, and you can see their inner light shining out, right? So the more we do these practices and the breath practices, the more our inner light will actually shine out, but it's always there and measurable. Another place that generates actual visible light is the pineal gland. The pineal gland at the center of the brain is the generator of melatonin. So it actually balances our sleep and wake cycles, and it balances by getting enough sunlight. So if you're having trouble sleeping, one thing to try would be to make sure you get at least 30 minutes of sunlight on your skin every day. And a great time to really activate the pineal gland is to gaze at the rising or setting sun. Now, our pineal gland responds to light frequencies. It also generates light when under pressure. And so we can turn on our pineal light bulb with a really simple breath practice called reverse abdominal breathing. So let's try that. And then from this practice, when we get our pineal gland really lit up, we're going to reach out our energetic tentacles to connect with the universal consciousness field, which is connecting in very similar ways to the neurons in our brain and the roots of the trees and the fascial system in our body. So connect to your breath. Connect to a receiving of the full breath into the lowest part of your belly. Place your hands on your abdomen, and with each inhale, breathe your belly into your hands. And as you exhale, relax the abdomen and feel it floating back towards the spine. With each inhale, receive a little bit more breath, a little more oxygen, a little more conscious presence. With each exhale, relax. And with the next exhale, we're going to push out all of the air, push the abdomen back towards the spine, and hold the belly back. As you inhale, bring the breath instead up through the spine into the skull. And hold it there for a moment, holding the belly in, holding the breath in the skull, and feel the pressurization of the pineal gland. Feel those little tiny crystalline structures lighting up in your brain. And then relax the belly, relax the body, and exhale, soft and slow, and feel that awakening within you. Come back to slow, deep belly breath. We're going to do that again. On your next exhale, press all the air out. Press your abdomen back towards the spine. Hold your belly in as you inhale, bringing the breath instead up the spine into the head, into the brain. Pressurize the pineal gland. Hold the breath there for a moment. Feel the pulsation of life moving through you, and then relax the belly, release the breath, and feel that light inside of you shining even brighter. And we'll do this one more time. Return to slow, deep belly breath. And on your next exhale, push all the air out. Press your belly back towards your spine. And inhale, holding the belly in. Bring that breath up the spine and into the brain. Hold it there. Feel the awakening. Feel the pressurization of the crystalline structure in your brain, and then relax the belly, relax the body, release the breath. And we're going to just rest here. Return to natural breath. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and attune your awareness to the subtle field of consciousness in which you are always swimming. Invite a connection with all of the trees of the world. See how the trees are holding this consciousness field for us around the entire planet. And then invite in a connection with a particular tree that you may have visited in the past, or any tree that pops into your awareness right now. This is the one who would like to communicate with you today. Witness this tree as it shows up in your consciousness, the shape of the tree, the texture of the bark, the colors, the leaves, the sounds that it makes. And then drop in deeper and invite a communication that is just for you. What does this tree want to share with you? This communication may show up in images, in colors, in thoughts or feelings, emotions or memories. Receive the wisdom of this ancient being in whatever way it shows up, without trying to translate. Just witness and receive what is being offered. And then offer back your love and gratitude, anything that you would like to share with this tree. Take a moment to just rest in this connection, feeling the network of communication, recognizing there are always messages streaming through the consciousness field, and we get to make a filter to receive what is for our highest good. So just attune your awareness to what that filter is for you. What would you like to invite in? Would you like to invite in more clarity, more clear guidance, more conscious awareness, dedication, or motivation? Invite in the qualities that you would like to enhance in your own being right now. And slowly bring your awareness back into your physical body, into the room that you're in. Open your eyes, and perhaps you are gazing with a new awareness. Perhaps you even can see the subtle movement of energy around you. If you enjoyed this practice, I invite you to connect with me, and perhaps you would enjoy joining me in the Healing Warriors community, where we share in practice several times a week and do group healings once a month. And we are creating a community of healers healing together to heal the planet. So if you would like to learn more about the Healing Warriors community or any and all of my offerings, please check me out at practiceselflove.com or follow me on Facebook and YouTube as Keira Lani, Tree Gong Healer. Make sure you drop in with all of the amazing presenters on the Enlightened World Network family of channels on Facebook and YouTube, and keep stretching your body, mind, consciousness to expand who you are and show up in a more authentic way. Thank you so much for joining me for Gong Wisdom Council, and I look forward to seeing you each and every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on EWN, One with the Earth and Enlightened Living, and keep shining your light. You deserve all the love. Namaste.